So we're going to look at a technique against using Kempo, and this is going to be against a grab. I want you guys, as soon as they grab, counter grab. And we've already talked about why. But if I don't grab him, he can just pull me around, and I'm at the mercy of whatever he wants to do. But if I counter grab and he pulls, I can feel that, and I can resist it, move with it. I have options if I counter grab it, right? So if he grabs me, I grab him. I've neutralized this as any type of physical attack. Next thing we want to do is immediately, this hand that we have down here, what you're going to do is you're going to ride all the way up the body and you're going to strike him right in the chin. Regardless of what that backhand wants to do, whether it's a threat, a punch, giving you the middle finger because he doesn't like you, whatever it is, this hand is going to channel right up the body. And the reason I want to channel up the body and strike him into that jaw is because if I do this, he could block that, and then he could come in and get me into a choke or back fist, whatever he wants to do. Right? So what I want to do is when he puts it up there on the counter, and I'm sure you could even tell if I do that, you're not seeing that as much as me doing this. You're out of the line of vision. Can you imagine? Boom, bang, and you just jam, you come underneath that line of sight. Look at that real quick. You're coming underneath here, and so I'm coming up, jamming that as hard as I can this way. So now as you're doing this, he's grabbing and he's going to push my shoulder back, push it. So now I'm moving with that push. Right? So imagine someone walking up to you and they grab you and they push you like, go to hell, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? It's an attack. Regardless of how, not every attack has to be a lethal attack. It's still a physical attack and it needs to be dealt with. It needs to be, neutralize the attacker regardless of what the attack is. No one needs to be grabbing you and pushing you around and saying stupid shit. Right? So as soon as he grabs and he pushes, counter grab, move with it. And again, move with it. Now as he does that, as you're moving with it, he doesn't know it. Go ahead. Right up to the chin. He doesn't even see that. Wham! You're just jamming that jaw up. Next thing you're going to do is as you do that, you're walking through the gate, this one, right there. Take that right foot and go right through it. So as I'm here, he pushes me, bang! Step, walk through it. Jam him down, and now you're right in the position. Just see, it's simple. It doesn't have to be difficult, right? One of my students, one time, it's actually in the room, he just said, it's not rocket science. It's true. All of these arts were created before rocket science. It's just, fundamentals of just whooping someone's ass. You know what I mean? So he's going to grab, he pushes, bang, jam, bang, take him to the ground, finish as needed. Let's talk about, what if the guy actually throws the punch? Like, you're going to go up to do that strike, but they decide to throw that punch anyway. Right? So it's going to be a grab, and as you're channeling, you see that turns into the threat becomes a punch, and then they're coming in. So let's talk about that particular technique. So we're here. Again, he's going to grab, and as he grabs, you're going to counter grab. This is just a branch off of the previous technique. So again, just for fundamentals, he grabs, counter grab, he pushes, I move with it. I'm jamming in here, I'm walking him down with a sweep, dropping his ass like a toilet seat. Right? Okay. But we beat our hand coming up to strike into that jaw happen before that backhand comes in. But let's just say that as we're doing this, that punch comes faster than what we thought was going to happen. So the Taijutsu, we decided to change course and turn that into a block. Right? So let's look at this technique. So I'm here, he grabs, I'm going to block. Now as I block this particular strike, the left hand now comes into a shuto right to that throat, jamming into the throat. I've now canceled that hand out. I'm going right back to the jaw as I do my Taijutsu, right across the jaw, striking him into the face. So instead of the striking up to get the jaw and then dropping him down using some sort of an outward sweep, now it's going to be, as I come back, I block, shuto, Taijutsu right across to the jaw, right? So again, he comes in, and 1, 2, 3. You see how I did it? Again, push. 1, 2, 3. The hand, as I counter, go ahead, I'm still pulling him off. Now at this point, as I throw the shuto, this one, as I strike, see, I've got it, it's still canceled. I'm striking here, and I can shuffle forward with that strike, even if he starts slightly moving back. You might have to go 1, right? And as you cancel in, 2, he starts to back up. You simply shuffle forward with that strike. So you can even catch him going backwards just using Mayash, your simple step slide technique that we talk about in the basics. So one more time, and then I'll have you guys practice that. He comes in. 1, 2, 3.